Abusiafo ne for ahaye Alpha 1GH na no first time aban so ani di no buo kwan so na wa subscribe aman se benya news bia no hye bia wo benya notification phone so na be hwa fen so maren fi so be hya ma adam for no lovers nyanya bia hwete for eye endi samanyuko ababe press conference bia chese ho video ne kwa kwhwe Aseidu Nketia ni abrie pa no se ade angofo ya o madwen se on person mo ya no regi disilege like twisting ade no enye say bi kwampo anamas ni bi kwampo ben na waka say bia aye some ase aye tight so bit ma declare ade no gap no so ama the opponent na chese ne pre no ababo ntamba aba consider a defeat aka che mama so no why the we win the we make sure say or the support be the be no during a ruling why ka we nyina echi wababo nten like bontin emeka hwe emfa ho declare ban house won won declare house won declare eno na am Aseidu Nketia like ni buofu ye pa bontin press conference akese because ko fe am adwen say on person me ya no mo suggest for group no mo kunku amanfo but on say enya de be de e be fa na afechna na eye peace council for FFA ye be kan Aseidu Nketia say omon calm down omon kan che ye eni samanyo ko so omon fi ku eye coalition center sena be ayisi bit my declare enya de obi afri o ye ni ayi ze John Dramani mama na ehwini because eye US embassy kwampoide I congratulate eye be kan John Dramani mama. So what are you waiting for? Ochende come and go here eye press conference there ba ye dem go match na that was
reneging on their commitment, then they can be named publicly and shamed, and we believe that that will force those actors to take the appropriate action. Throughout all this electioneering process, we have persistently been complaining about electoral commission's feet dragging in getting results announced. We have not heard the National Peace Council or anybody in the peace industry calling the Electoral Commission to fast track their duty of collating announcing results so that it brings peace in this. And they still are available for everybody to see. And the evidence is overwhelmingly clear. It is not as if the outcomes of the elections is that close that can generate any controversy. President John Dramani Mahama has secured a historical 56%, over 56% of the votes. And these figures are compilations from our copies of the Electoral Commission's pink sheets across the country. So if they have the originals and they have signed and given us copies of the originals they are holding, what prevents them from putting their own totals together and announcing? We told them that we are aware of government's connivance with the Electoral Commission to delay the declaration of results so that agitations will start and then the military will be unleashed to shoot and kill innocent citizens. We made this thing clear to the National Peace Council. So one would have thought that if the National Peace Council is actually interested in peace, and they have as a matter of fact that they do have all declared results that are consistent in a certain direction, they ought to call out the Electoral Commission to live by the commitments they have signed. I felt disappointed when the deputy chairperson of the commission addressed a press conference virtually indicating that nobody can pressurize them to declare elections and so on. So they should come and tell us if they have any challenges that is impeding the expedition of the collations and declaration. The nation ought to know. But keeping the nation, in a situation where nobody knows what is happening, interested parties are bound to react. In fact, I have been called upon by the National Peace Council of my party to remain calm. And I have responded that I have done that before 4 years ago. And they remained calm and they were cheated. And nothing happened. So the only way I can call on the youth of my party and of this country to remain calm is where justice has been delivered, and maybe out of jubilation or retribution, I can call them to stay calm, because then you have a government that will ensure that wrongdoers will be punished. And that is the only way I can commit myself to calling the youth to remain calm. We cannot remain calm and be cheated twice. So the way forward is for the National Peace Council and all the other actors to call on the Electoral Commission to expedite action on the declaration. You don't need to declare all the constituency results before you declare the winner of the presidential elections. That can be done. If it is done now, we will then follow up with a reasonable statement calling on our people, those who fear that they could be cheated, down. And then there will be peace. But in this situation where everybody is in suspense, if I, as the national chairman of NDC, call on my party people to remain calm and allow themselves to be cheated, I will not survive it. And I'm not. So thank you very much. Today, I'm not accepting any questions, and I'm not answering any questions. Thank you. Well, this year,
so that's see now government in power or party in power. Johnson Aseidu Nketia.
Party in power in waiting.
President in waiting, a national chairman in waiting. Yeah, but he's calling on all the NDC youth to remain calm. He's also questioning why the Electoral Commission is delaying in announcing results, especially after concession, especially after some bodies have congratulated John Dramani Mahama. We have seen that of the U.S. Embassy
centers, and those coalition centers will not transmit to the regional transmits to national. So if it doesn't go to the regional, the EC cannot receive those figures. And so the EC cannot receive, for instance, for Greater Accra, because as we speak, Don Kwabenya is boiling. For which reason they don't have figures from there. So the parties might have the pink sheets from their agents, might be able to put the figures together, but then it's not transmitted to the EC. And I'm not trying to basically cover for the EC, but I believe strongly that these pockets of violence we are seeing at the constituency coalition centers is what is causing the delay. So instead of Aseidu Nketia to tell us that he cannot call his party youth to order until the right thing is done, I think it is very wrong, and I would rather prefer that Aseidu Nketia will tell his party people that leave the coalition centers, let the EC put the figures together, and let the declaration be done. Because once they are there and the tension is there and the violence is there, EC will not announce. And it's quite clear. So General Mosquito, and he says what? He's not taking questions. Hey, General, since when?
And you know, I live here. I live in that for now. But former Upper East Regional Director of the Electoral Commission and a member of the NDC coalition team in the region, John Bosco Azigo, has blamed the lack of vehicles for the slow pace in collating results in various parts of the country.
For in Yakuti, a sitting getting some of the two Xp0se, and ya dear Ebeka, a DJ Mensa Peso, you know, and ya de Bemucha, because a year didn't now declare balance all train one region, the we go ahead gab na easy be a being no abekase be all train one region, a by determine difference at them almost 1 million a vote. War trending. Now, Saran region, it could have 500 million votes and answer. I won't even declare presidential. It could have a 500 vote. And I can say, Nketia point and say, declare the enemy giant or church. Peace Council for more peers on reference. Hana Moyano air 2020, and I'm wearing much in Jim San on the Omodi area. I cover the side win a second term. After now, you need my bar. I cover the Eddie Ruley the second term. The Nima bar could beside James are going to me here on neck. I just say, okay, can't see me beat my chair drink or comment to beat him so I shall down for so maybe I have 1G Akroma.